Shift our focus to New Delhi, viewers, where the Aam Aadmi Party has hit out at Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta over allowing her husband to participate in official government meetings, calling the move unconstitutional and an example of nepotism. Now, the images you see on your screens right now are in question and are from a review meeting chaired by CM Gupta on Saturday at the Jan Seva Sadan in Delhi's Shalimar Bagh constituency. Now, her husband, as you see, just sitting on her left-hand side, on the right-hand side, in the yellow shirt there, Manish Gupta. He was seen actively assisting in the proceedings, including managing the crowd as well. Now, very interestingly, Mr. Gupta is in no way a government employee. Is not connected to the government, not connected to the BJP. He, in fact, works as an agency associate with Kotak Life Insurance and also runs one industrial venture that specializes in producing brass parts. Aam Aadmi Party has set out at the Chief Minister, calling this Pulera-like meeting and terming it totally unconstitutional. My colleague Ishika. Meanwhile, before my colleague, we've got Harish Khurana from the Delhi BJP. Mr. Khurana, straight accusations there from the Aam Aadmi Party. In what capacity is Mr. Gupta actually sitting right there in the Jan Seva meeting with the Chief Minister? If you may throw light on that, sir.
First of all, Manish Gupta is not only the husband of Rekha Gupta. Since long, he was looking after the constituency of Shalimar Bagh as a area representative of. He was looking after as a social worker also over there.
If you might share his official designation with our viewers.
Let me complete.
Most certainly, sir.
Let me complete. And in this meeting, what you're talking about, Aam Aadmi Party is alleging that it was a constitution meeting with the officers. No. The people are also sitting over there. They are the people, not only the officers, but the residents also were sitting over there from the Shalimar Bagh. So, as a representative, he can sit over there. This was not a constitution meeting or something like that, official meeting which was only for officers. No. They were a meeting with the officers as well as the representative of the Shalimar Bagh. So, as a representative of the Shalimar Bagh, you are sitting over there. What's wrong in that? I mean, he has done something wrong that he's the husband of our Chief Minister. I'm sorry. Since long, he was working as a social worker in his constituency, Shalimar Bagh, since long. When Rekha Gupta was mayor, he was there. When Rekha Gupta was nothing, she was just a councillor. He was still working as a social worker. I mean, Aam Aadmi Party is frustrated with that the Delhi government is doing a phenomenal work in Delhi. So they are frustrated. They have no issues. Just to point that why Manish Gupta was sitting over in that meeting. I'm sorry.
Well, the BJP says there's nothing uncanny about this. Mr. Gupta is a social worker, according to BJP's Mr. Khurana. Mr. Khurana, we have not seen any other social workers, have we, who are not, officially supposed to be a part of such meetings?
If you see the pictures, there were the officers which were concerned only for the Shalimar Bagh over there. They were sitting. The residents, a few residents were also sitting over there. If you see the whole picture, I mean, I know what the actual fact was. The people of Shalimar Bagh was also sitting in that meeting, and also few officers which only related to Shalimar Bagh constituency. Which the feedback was, CM was taking a feedback of the development work which was happening in the Shalimar Bagh constituency. So, as a Shalimar Bagh resident and a social worker with the people of Shalimar Bagh, they sitting over there. So there's nothing wrong in that.
Sir, right next to the Chief Minister, on her left-hand side, sitting right there. I mean, I don't know how many social workers are caught in frames like that, but that's what the BJP is saying, that the Aam Aadmi Party is doing nothing but politicking on this issue. Thank you so much for joining us on that side. We'll keep on following all the important developments, and this story is definitely far from over. Meanwhile, my colleague Ishika also joins us for more on this. Ishika, we just heard Mr. Khurana there. He's terming the Chief Minister's husband, in fact, as a social worker from Shalimar Bagh. Now, is this normal for social workers to sit right next to the Chief Minister, flank the Chief Minister? He's almost appears as if he's one of the officials rather heading the meeting. How usual is this in the larger scheme of things?
That certainly is where the opposition is raising the question as to even, as Mr. Khurana mentioned, this entire meeting that we are talking about was taking place yesterday at the Chief Minister's Jan Seva Sadan, and it was specifically called for the Shalimar Bagh and, especially regarding the waterlogging points. So certainly there were officers present. There were also, in fact, residents present. But, the husband of Chief Minister sitting right next to her in this meeting is where, the opposition has raised the question. We are still waiting, for a reaction from the Chief Minister herself. That still hasn't come. Meanwhile, the opposition, the Aam Aadmi Party, has called it unconstitutional, and in fact, the Congress also has raised the question that this government seems to be run by remote control. So we are still waiting for a clear clarification to come from the Delhi Chief Minister. Over to you.
Well, thank you for getting us the latest there, Ishika.